Hello, welcome to sunny England. It's officially called in the yard. Reading some comic books. What I'm doing is I'm actually looking through some old copies of Grandville, which I have all the big books, almost all, because the 5th volume has been lent out to somebody else over lockdown and I haven't got it back yet. So why am I getting out a fantastic piece of anthropomorphic, steampunk, Victoriana, mystery, action adventure, espionage comic books by Bryan Talbot? Because Bryan has given me the great service that I don't have to carry all these around or even have to worry about the 5th volume and where it might be and who's actually got it and what they're doing with it in lockdown, because come on now, it's been quite a while. They have he's put out one big book of Grandville, integral, all of it, and it's just kind of come through and I've been having a very nice read. Like I said, it's everything is in these books, but all in one book, one big book. I mean, you know, never mind the quality, feel the width. And of course, there is quality. It's, I mean, yes, labour of love. It's a story, I'm going to call it a story, that works for me, about a detective policeman, in almost kind of the classic Victorian style, the Sherlock Holmes, but he's actually a policeman who's a badger, who is a humanoid badger, and everyone in the world of Grandville are humanoid versions of animals, based on a lot of French illustration and also a lot of the kind of the classic French bande dessinée albums over the years, and it's as well as things like, you know, Rupert the Bear, that's all in here as well. This is what it's done. It's taken a lot of influences of France and French Pulp Fiction and French comic books over the years, and added a whole bunch of British stuff. I mean, it's mostly set in Britain and France and running between the two. It gives us a whole alternate history thing, so you've got the big bridge over the channel and all the other weird, wonderful things. And actually, I mean, humans also exists as a different kind of life form here. They're almost kind of in a servile form, and everything is painted, beautifully painted over years and years putting these out, and it's fun, it's action packed, it's it's gorgeous, and to get it all in this one big volume is fantastic. What's even better is the fact that it's 40 quid, which is what, about $50 for this, and that's ridiculous. This should be like a $100, $75 book minimum, and you're kind of getting it for half price. This is the kind of thing that will make anyone who likes comics have a fantastic birthday or Christmas. I mean, seriously, this is one of those kind of universal books. If you like comic books and you like well-done comic books, there's stuff in here for you. It's beautiful, it's gorgeous to look at, it's thrilling, it's got all your, I guess, superhero tropes, but not actually a superhero thing. It's got your mystery tropes. It's a fantastic read. I mean, I've said this a lot, haven't I? I should probably try and give some specifics. I'm going to whiz through here. So you have the scenes of the crime. But again, it's just looking kind of beautiful. You have the fights between the bizarre creatures who live in and around Grandville. Oh, you have the quite sexy scenes as well. So it's, yeah, and they definitely do go there. No, you know, in a kind of a PG-13 fashion, I'm sure, but still, nevertheless, it is beautiful. I hope you're going to get to see this for the lovely light we've got out here today. And really, it's weird because this is kind of a week that would have been San Diego Comic Con. And there is the San Diego Comic Con at home thing, and I am at home, and I've got the kind of weather that I would associate more with San Diego this time of year than with London. But I've even got a palm tree behind me, so yeah. And this is the kind of book that I will be sat reading with a glass of something cool, thoroughly re-enjoying stories that I've already read, seeing in this new printed light, as well as piling through all the annotations. Yes, kind of from hell style. Bryan Talbot has annotated the whole thing, which means I get to go flick back and forth, seeing all the stories that I do know and love, and getting more into the mind, all the things that inspired them. I'm going to learn stuff. I just think I'm thinking back to Bryan Talbot's previous work. which is Alice in Sunderland, which is a look at the histories of Alice in Wonderland and Sunderland and all sorts of stuff, all piling together. And they kind of like integrated the footnotes, I guess, with the actual storytelling itself. This time, he's taken all that out, he's shoved it in the back. So I will be checking all the various people who are being, the paintings I was not aware of that were being referenced. Painting by Napoleon Crossing the Alps by Jacques Louis David, with an added lion's head. I was not aware of that one. I'm now going to have to look both up, both the painting and the page, and learn. Oh, here we go. I mentioned Rupert the Bear, and Rupert the Bear's dad is in here as well. So, yeah, so this is the kind of stuff that I will most definitely pile in on. And just for the annotations alone, even having these books, I would probably pay the extra money just for those. So I'm going to be sat reading this for the next few nights, I'm sure, maybe many more nights, and I'll be recommending this to anyone who wants to buy a nice big comic book for anyone who likes comics, and maybe that person might even be yourself. So this has an absolutely full 100% Bleeding Cool recommendation, and I do not give those lightly. So if you need review people, if you need to put 5 stars somewhere, or 10 stars somewhere, or 100%, or the essential graphic novel that anyone should buy, the best mainstream graphic novel of the year so far, and, you take anything like that, change if you want, put it out on the back or something, because this is absolutely beautiful, and I've got a copy, and if you haven't, you really should. All right, see you later.